Since 1932, these two programs have defined conferences, won national titles, and no matter what happens, they find their way back to each other. And when these two meet, the whole nation pays attention. For nearly a century, this venue has stood on the grounds of the Texas State Fair. Glad to have you with us from the Cotton Bowl. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Oklahoma Sooners. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Bruce Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Coach Venables told me before the game, focus is going to be essential. Play by play. He understands completely that they have a big opponent coming in here next week, top 25. But this opponent in front of them today is not to be taken lightly. He wants to make sure his players are looking at them and understanding they have quality players too, and not look ahead to next week. Guys?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Sooners offense will get first crack at it here. You go back over the history of this rivalry, and there's certainly been close games, but there have also been a large number of blowouts, and we had one last year for the Horns, David.
And I think as a Texas fan, you better understand that, because when you win big the year before, OU is going to come out with their hair on fire, Jesse, ready to make a statement.
When I think back to last year's game, the thing that impressed me so much about Texas was that they stepped up and brought their A-game to the ballpark in the Red River rivalry, one of the biggest games of the year. Let's see who's going to step up in this one today.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. Sings it complete to the right. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. They'll need 3 yards here on third down to keep this opening drive alive. Keeping his eyes downfield. They wrap him up. He tried to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's stopped in the backfield.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Punt is in the air. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. So Texas's offense will now get its first chance with the football. And here comes Cam Coleman. He's going to get plenty of targets, and in fact, this ought to be one of the better wide receiver matchups you'll see. Running to the left. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Play this game in the shadow of Big Tex. You can get a corny dog out there, play carnival games, and see one of the great rivalries in the sport, David.
It's crazy. You literally walk outside of the stadium, and there are thousands upon thousands of people. They don't even realize a football game's going on, Jesse. They're just having a good time.
You're right. It's part of what makes this game so special. The Red River rivalry, there's just so much fanfare. There's so much tradition. And remember, with bragging rights on the line, this thing just means more.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Left side is Townsend. Hits the crease. Just what the... Huge explosive play as he takes it to the 33.
Obviously, massive play by the offense, picking up a big first down on an explosive. But, David, 3rd down defense, it's one thing to allow a first down, but you've got to make tackles. And you can't give up explosive plays like that. At the end of the day, it's all going to come down to fundamentals, and you know that is driving their defensive coaching staff crazy.
It's so frustrating. You want to be great on those boxes, right? You want to check those 3rd downs. You don't want to give up explosives. Well, you just did 2 and 1. That's not good for this defense, right? They've got to control.
Makes a grab and room to run. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. Out wide left, it's Coleman. Huge game before he goes out of bounds. through the air come to the line. Tough run here. It's Smothers. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Texas! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up.
Oh, and he hit it off the left upright. No good. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Snags a quick pass on the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Back's got it on the screen. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Blaylock. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run out of the gun. Here's Xavier Robinson. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Sooners come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Still looking. He's going to take off. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Makes the catch. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. The Sooners trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Hits inside, it's Smothers. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Rides to the back. Got him right there.
I think there's a couple of schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. March Madness. Unloads to the right. Way off target there.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and the receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Long way to go on second down. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Right side, it's Wingo. Turning it on. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They give it to him again. Here's a little room there. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14. And the Longhorns pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work. Driving forward, it's Smothers. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more in the morning with that trip to the house.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the return man... And now they'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Rushes on. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Caught. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. And the Sooners will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Can't hang on. He muffs it. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Finds a crease. It's Smothers. Fights off the defender. Finds a little bit of space. Gets 3 to the 22.
You know, God bless Texas, because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no, they got 2 great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with experience at big-time universities. I expect Texas to be able to run the football and, Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches in all of college football.
Yeah, I mean, they want to come play with Arch Manning, let's be honest. And they know it's an offense that defenses are going to be worried about the deep ball, throwing it downfield. So a lot of soft boxes to run into, and there's really no excuse for why these running backs shouldn't absolutely stat it up this this year. Steve Sarkisian told us they're going to be committed to running the football and having balance. Because of those names you just mentioned, we're expecting this running game to be elite.
Had to get rid of it quickly. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Here's Manning to throw. Coleman's got it on the right side. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Going to work in the air, it's Manning. Coleman's got it. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. The Longhorns go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Manning on play action. Fires to the big fella. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
The Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Running the red zone. It's Brown. He stops at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
They knock him down right there.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Manning from the gun on third down. Left side is Brown. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And he kept that one just straight enough to breeze inside the left upright. That'll make it a 2-score game at 16-7.
I like the way this defense just finished, man. I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum, not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, and a nice stop here.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Dropping back, it's Mateer. He'll throw it. Out wide right, it's Sategna. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the number 19 team, the Missouri Tigers. And it's Texas A&M keeping things within arm's reach here in this ranked-on-ranked battle. I think the plan here is just to get to halftime, then figure out a way to pull this out in the second half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC. Now over to your game inside the Cotton Bowl. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. running room as he gets it out to the 26. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. One more time, it's Brown. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. And he won't make it to the marker, stonewalled for the 2nd straight play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Fourth down, Manning. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. And the Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. A give to Brown. He's past the sticks. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. The run inside. It's Simon. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Sees a crease. This time the defense was ready. And up him in his tracks. The Longhorns are facing 3rd and inches. Powers inside. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And the offense runs the football, and they get the first down. And you kind of get the feeling they've already gone for it on 4th down once. Like, they're going to do it again. And that just puts so much pressure on a defense. Like, to play an extra snap over and over again is really, really difficult. This offense appears to be in an aggressive mode.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
There's a crease. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. On the ground with the counter. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown, Longhorns! Quick strike through the air for the score. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead at week 6. To throw, Manning. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Makes the quick grab. Could not make his way to the corner. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Finds the tight end. Bulldozes his way through. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Yeah, and that's a nice job by this defense, understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in. He got that separate.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires quickly. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And I feel like they kind of needed that play right here on third down, man. They've kind of struggled. They've had to punt several times this football game. They've already dug themselves a hole. Maybe that will give them a little adrenaline shot. Maybe that can give them some momentum moving forward. They got to have some.
It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Right back to it. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. Just watching the clock drain away in this one, it's all but in the books. Let's take a look at the top 25, and this game might have an impact on these rankings next week. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this third down play. Manning from the gun on third down. Right side, it's Simon. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. The Longhorns will snap it on first and 10. Quick give, it's Simon.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Third down coming here, and they need to get it out to the 44. Moving out to the right. He'll try to do it himself. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. They'll snap this one from the 30 on first and 10. There he goes. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. The Longhorns pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. From the red zone, it's Simon. Swamped immediately.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one. And they have converted their first 2 third down opportunities, but this one, a third and rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
There we go, defense. That's the play you needed to have. All night long, you've been giving up big ones to this offense. That's why you're in the position you're in right now, down by multiple possessions, but finally they come away with their first sack.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The Sooners will hustle to the line.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came
going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Rush right in his face. He sacks this defense all over him. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. Needs it here on fourth down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead.
Touchdown, Longhorn! And the punishment has been extended. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point was good to finish things off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David. Yeah. And he's still running after the move. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And here comes the offense on second down. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He's taking a deep shot. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. They want that clock to run. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Out wide right, it's Townsend. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds. And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry up. 3rd down from the gun, Manning. Reels it in. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside. It's Wilson. Breaks into the open. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last. Makes the grab in their space. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big game. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate. And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the...
He'll take a shot. Makes a catch. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And what a performance in this game by the quarterback. I know there were not a lot of people that even gave this team a chance considering who they were playing, but this quarterback blocked out all the noise, David. He told us leading into this one, he felt confident in their offense's ability. Score points, and he has proved all the doubters wrong.
Yeah, and confident is one thing, but to do it against a top 10 team, this is, you're a massive underdog. Like, no one was confident except for him. He carried this team, played so well, and because he believed, they were able to pull the big upset today.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Xavier Robinson. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Sunset with the coveted golden hat trophy after beating their despised rival to the north. That's glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. It's the Florida Gators and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much to love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. So Florida's offense will take the field first. And now we take our first look at the explosive veteran Eric Singleton. And you get the idea that he'll be keeping an eye on the kind of day his counterpart is having for their offense.
And I tell you what I love about the battle of these wide receivers, both these guys, they picked their spot. They came here for an absolute reason, to shine with their QB. Who can get on the same page early in this football game? Both these guys, Jesse, elite playmakers we've seen be.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. DKR heating up. looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. And the Gators will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that. So the Texas Longhorns offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off the spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Taken in on the right side by Coleman. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. The Longhorns trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. Just smothered on the play.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside.
Big guy tries to go in. Touchdown, Texas. Oh, that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. Smokey the Cannon, not the only one using explosives around here, and it has electrified this Longhorn crowd.
I mean, coming out on point, coming out dissecting the defense, scoring early in front of this crowd. You know good and well, all these fans love their school. Texas has got so much pride. This gets them going early.
Escapes trouble. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as he gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun.
Snags it, and he's open. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And I think with Florida, man, it's all about the quarterback position. When it was its peak, right? It was Jesse Palmer and Tim Tebow. That guy was pretty good too. But like finding that guy that can make the plays. I think bringing in Buster Faulkner is a big deal. They'll have a great offensive identity. But Palmer, Florida's good when they got the trigger.
Well, the good news is they didn't have to leave the U.S. border to find the next guy like they did way back in the day. But you're right. I think Buster Faulkner really is the key. I thought one of the big moves for John Summerall in the offseason was bringing in Faulkner as his offensive coordinator. One of the most difficult coordinators to defend. You ask any D coordinator in the country, and he always seems to get the best out of his quarterback. So they had a guy in DJ Lagway. They had really high hopes. Things didn't work out. He moves on to Baylor. But this is a critical spot. How quickly this new quarterback can get on the same page as his play call. That's critical for their success.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
On that RPO, QB is just trying to keep it himself and see if he can get the first down, but nothing doing. He wasn't able to spring free, just too much speed defensively, and now it sets up 4th down.
4th down. offloads to the wideout. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal. The Gators, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Motion from the back. They want to throw it. Fires into the end zone. Looking to the end zone. It's incomplete.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Wants to go up top on second down. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And he's going to bring this one out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. They'll need a bunch on second down. They'll give it to Brown. He's past the marker. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Now this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth and already inside a minute to go in the first. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Longhorns have a lot of options on second and inches.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get the second and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a third down.
Really nice job there by quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Offense in a bunch formation. Right back to the well. Turning it on. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. The Longhorns back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Got it in the middle. It's Coleman. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. After the 9-yard completion, the playbook wide open on second and one. Straight ahead, it's Smothers. They pull him down, but he's got it. Be a first down for this offense. And the Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Gonna run it. It's Smothers. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. Third and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Play action on 1st down. Fires to the tight end.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Wilson. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. Boards up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The fake wants to throw. Right down the gut of the field. He's at the and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown Gators. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Gonna run it. It Smothers. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing Manning. Rolls right. He's gonna run it. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Finds his man. Oh, he's got some space. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. And the Longhorns peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Manning with a play fake. Holds on, it's Wingo. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The Longhorns are marching down the field. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Tells to run, wants to pass. Still looking to his right. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. 2nd down coming up. Send the tight end in motion. Arch is going to throw for it. Fires to the right. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
How do you not get excited and out of your seat when you see the big boys making the little boys play? Listen, I know you DBs can do all that running around stuff and catch the football. I can too. I just do it in a sexier, bigger body. Yes, please.
Can't get into the ground. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds, and this offense trying to put something together. On play action. They're all over it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Right side, it's Singleton. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. And the Gators are in the hurry-up.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Second down, gonna throw it. Look out! Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Here's Arch to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Behind his tight end. Knocked down at the 22. That's a first down. They can still stop the clock. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Makes the catch. It's Wingo. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Ball is at the 35. It's first and 10. Moving the pocket, it's Manning. Buying time to his right. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Art's going to spin it again. Makes a connection. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Longhorns have it with a first and 10. He's changing the play. Manning. Under pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone in for the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Arizona State taking on the number 7 team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Enough to move the chains. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down at the 49. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another first down. Hits the hole. It smothers. They were all over it.
Well, they're trying to go toss on this play, but defense just wins at the point of attack. They're able to defeat the blocks and get the ball carrier down behind the line of scrimmage.
Arch Madness. Oh, pressure's coming. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the third downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
The Longhorns go back to work after moving the chains through the air. The gun, it smothers. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the run.
They're in the red zone. First and 10 from the 20. Hand off for Brown. Headed to the end zone. And he's in. Oh, and his way in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! The extra point here with time to gain.
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady dive because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to Ball. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. From the gun. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Out wide left, it's Brown. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. They'll try the counter. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Handoff for Ball. Sweet and athletic, but not necessarily that productive. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Incomplete, and they got a hand on that right at the line of scrimmage. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Punt is on its way. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Using his legs, it's Smothers. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Manning to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Now on first down from the 30. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown. He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll ride the hot hand. Play is stopped as they check on an injured Gator. A senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Making the adjustment on the play. Hits inside. It's Brown. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. On the ground, it's Smothers. Stopped cold by this defense. They tried to fool him with the run, and nobody was buying it.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They've finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football moving.
And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. The give to the lone running back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll give it to Brown. Down he goes.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were in the last 4th down.
Complete to start this drive. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they created a negative play.
The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, gonna throw it. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
That's 2 really good plays in a row by this defense. Nice job, man. Getting tackles for losses, getting sacks. It makes it easy to play defense. You know what else does? Forcing a 3rd and long where you know they got to throw the football like they got right here.
Rush is on. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. And the Gators line up to punt it away. Bring it out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. On the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Knocked down immediately. Well, they were trying to run a sweep, but they got put in the dustpan real fast.
And defenses understand, I cannot let fast guys get on the edge. I got to get that ball turning back towards the middle. Really good job of understanding that. Understanding if he gets too far outside from them big boys, they already did the play. They're just chasing and running. So nice job by the defense not allowing that ball to get outside.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Stepping to the right. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. Eager to get the football back with as much time remaining as possible. The defense uses a timeout. 1:53 showing on the clock. Manning to throw for it on fourth. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Run inside. It's Brown. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long. Here we go. To throw, Manning. Escapes the pressure to his right. There he goes. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Clock is stopped. Florida has called timeout in second. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Timeout now called by the Gators. That's their last one. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Brown again. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
He's got it and still on his feet. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. Guys, this is the kind of finish we hope for. Tie game. Offense with a chance to grab the lead in the waning moments. Here's Brown. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And this to put them on top as we get close to closing time. It's good. Easy call for the ref. Big celebration and understanding when so good. There is still time on the clock. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Fresh set of downs going up top. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water in this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it. That's why you see these team linemen and linebackers, man, they're pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and a hit that time helped force the incompletion.
Out wide right, it's Singleton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.